This one 200 euro decision could cost you 100,000 euros. Picture it. You've just paid your mortgage this month and you've got 200 euros spare. You could throw it at the mortgage and be debt-free sooner, or you could invest it. Same money out of your pocket, same paid-off home at the end, but one of these paths can leave you roughly 100,000 euros behind. Almost every finance channel will scream one answer at you. The honest answer is far more interesting. And by the end of this video, you won't just know which one usually wins. You'll have a simple way to decide what's right for you. Let's get into it. Hello, I'm Wealthy in Europe. Welcome back. Quick note before we start. This is educational information only, not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing your money. First, the one idea that makes this whole question tick: compound interest. When you invest, your money earns a return. Then that return earns its own return, and on and on. It starts slow, almost boringly slow, and then it snowballs. Here's the part most people get wrong. The biggest lever isn't how much you invest, it's time. Let me show you. Picture three people, each investing 100 euros a month at around 7% a year. Roughly the long-run global average, though never guaranteed. The only difference is when they start. Anna starts at 25. Ben waits until 35. Carla until 45. By the time they're 65, Anna has more than double what Ben ends up with, and several times what Carla has. Same monthly amount. The only difference was time in the market. Hold on to that idea. Time is the secret ingredient, because it's about to answer our mortgage question. Now back to the mortgage. Here's the mental shift that unlocks everything. When you overpay your mortgage, every extra euro comes straight off what you owe, and that means you dodge the interest the bank would have charged on it. So overpaying actually earns you a return, a guaranteed risk-free return, exactly equal to your mortgage rate. If your mortgage is at 3.5%, overpaying it is like earning a locked-in 3.5%. Investing, on the other hand, might earn you around 7%, but that's an expectation, not a promise. Markets rise and fall, so the entire question boils down to one clean comparison: a guaranteed 3.5% versus an expected 7. Keep that in your head as we run the real numbers. Let's make it real. You might remember Maria from our last video. She started investing with as little as 1 euro. Well, a few years on, Maria's just bought her first flat. She's got a 250,000 euro mortgage, over 30 years, at 3.5%, the eurozone average right now. Her monthly payment works out to about 1,120 euros, and just like our example, she's got 200 euros spare each month. Here's the fair fight. In both paths, Maria spends the exact same amount every month for 30 years, and in both paths, she ends up owning her flat outright. The only difference is where that 200 goes. Path 1, Maria overpays. She puts the extra 200 straight onto the mortgage. Because that chips away at the principal, she saves interest and clears the loan early, in about 23 years instead of 30. Then, debt-free, she invests everything she used to pay, the full 1,300 a month, for the remaining 7 years. After 30 years, that pot is worth around 145,000 euros. Path 2, Maria invests from the start. She pays her mortgage normally and invests the 200 a month from day one for all 30 years. After 30 years, that pot is worth around 244,000 euros, same money out of her pocket. Both end with a paid-off flat. But investing left her roughly 100,000 euros richer. Now, I can hear the sharp viewers already. But overpaying saves you interest. And you're absolutely right. Overpaying saves Maria around 40,000 euros in interest. That's real money. But look closer at that investing pot. Of the 244,000, only about 72,000 was money she actually put in. The other 170-odd thousand was growth. The 40,000 she'd save on interest is completely dwarfed by the compounding she'd give up. Overpaying alone is basically compound interest in reverse. You're denying the bank its interest on interest. Investing is that same force working for you. Same engine, opposite direction. So, always invest, right? Not so fast. Two honest catches. First, that 244,000 is an expectation, not a guarantee. Markets can fall, and they don't hand out 7% on a neat schedule. Overpaying, by contrast, is a sure thing. That saving is locked in, so it's not just a bigger return versus a smaller one. It's a risky return versus a certain one. Second, and this is the big one, investing only won because 7% beat 3.5. Turn that dial. If Maria's mortgage were at 6 or 7%, which it is in plenty of European countries right now, then overpaying's guaranteed return gets very close to, or even beats, what she'd expect from the market. At that point, clearing the mortgage can be the smarter, safer move. Your rate changes the answer. A few quick questions you're probably thinking right now. What if the market crashes right after I invest? Over 30 years, short-term crashes matter far less than time in the market. And by investing a bit every month, you're buying through the dips too. What about a lump sum instead of monthly? Same logic exactly. Compare the guaranteed rate to the expected return. The maths just happens faster. And the big one, why not do both? You absolutely can. Split the 200, overpay some, invest some. You get a little guaranteed progress and a little market growth. It was never strictly either or, but here's what a spreadsheet will never tell you. And honestly, it matters more than any number in this video. Neither path is right or wrong. For a lot of people, being debt-free isn't about the money at all. A mortgage can sit on your shoulders like a weight, a quiet hum of stress in the background of your life. Clearing it early can mean sleeping better, worrying less, feeling genuinely free. That is a real return. It just never shows up in a spreadsheet. If having no debt lets you breathe easier, that peace of mind might be worth far more to you than an extra 100,000 on a screen 3 decades from now. Money is only one part of this equation. You are the rest of it. So instead of telling you what to do, let me hand you a way to decide for yourself. 3 questions. 1. What's your guaranteed return? That's simply your mortgage rate. The higher it is, the more overpaying makes sense. 2. What could you realistically earn by investing instead? And can you stomach the ups and downs to get it? And 3. Don't skip this one. How much is being debt-free actually worth to you? One honest disclosure. We use the eurozone average rate, 3.5%. In your country, with your local rates and inflation, the numbers will look different, so run them with your rate. We haven't handed you the one right answer. We've handed you the system to find your own. And once more, because it matters, this is educational information only, not financial advice. Always do your own research before you invest. If this helped you think a little clearer about your money, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.